Hey everyone, this video is going to concentrate on the primary weapon for Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts on the PS4. So I'm going to list the ones you start out with, or the worst ones, and go to the better ones. And I'm excluding the 50 cal for right now. So all these have suppressors. So real quickly, it's the worst one is the one you get, is the Tactical XCR 700. The next one, it's just about the same in every way. The OFB SDVDM, that's real similar to the Tactical XLR or XCR. The next one that's better than both of those is the Blower R93. The firing rate's better. Otherwise, they're just about the same. The next one from there is the SOO-KSV 2020. A little bit more damage and a lot better firing rate. And of course, it has special ammo also. Then the one after that that's a little bit better than this one is the Madison EMS 25. Same damage. The ammo is a little different, and I'll kind of go into more of these specifically. But the next one, and I'm currently playing with this one, is the Reese ESR 2020. A lot better damage. The firing rate's a little bit lower, but it's very stable. And this one will take out heavy armored enemies with one shot to the head. That's why I'm kind of getting into this one. When you do the special ammo like the armor piercing, I think, which this has, let me double check. Yeah, it has the armor piercing. So you really don't need the armor piercing with the Reese. And I think the caliber is .338. And the scopes are really good. So I'll go into more of that. But the next and last, or the last one, is the Strum-Precision, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is. This one, about the same damage as the Reese. Let me see. The firing rate. It's similar to the KSV 2020. So, and the firing rates a little bit better. So those 7 picks are probably the best. I think I ended up with the Strum-Precision at the end. So let's get into more detail of why. I am going to kind of call out all the specifics now of these rifles. And these all have suppressors, so they're safe to get for sneaking around. Okay, the Tactical XCR, a 7.62 caliber, 2.6 and 10 scope. The special ammo, EMP, tagging, and luring, 8 rounds of that. So the next one, the OFB SVDM, the caliber is 7.62. 2, 4, 8, 6, and 10 scope. It's like the XR 700. The special ammo is EMP tagging and luring, 10 rounds. All right. So now the Blower R93. It is a .300 WM. I think that's 300 Win Mag. The scope is 6, 8, 12, and 14. A little bit better scope. The special ammo is tag, explosive, and luring. And that's an 8-round magazine. So I think that's the first one that you get the explosive rounds. Okay, so our next one is the SOO-KSV 2020 with the integral suppressor. And that one is a .300 Win Mag also. The scope is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 range. The ammo or the special ammo is armor piercing, tagging, and luring. Okay. So the next one in my list, the Madison EMS 25. I think that's, yeah, that one. Yes. Okay. The caliber is 7.62. The scopes are 6, 8, 12, and 14, kind of a range. And the special ammo is tagging, luring, and DARPA. So this one would be nice if it was like one of the first weapons you would get, but the price is like over 100,000 and a lot of skull tokens for that one, 12. But that would have been nice to start out with, with the DARPA round. But in later rounds, you might need the distance. So let's continue. The Reese ESR 2020. Where is that one? That one's right there. That one I'm currently doing right now. It's a .338 round. The scope is 10-16, 6, 14, and 20, and 8 and 22. This is my current weapon right now. The special ammo is armor piercing, EMP, and explosive round. So after the Reese is the one I ended up with when my first go around is the Strum-Precision. Okay, it's a .338 round. The scope is 6, 8, 14, 16, 20 to 24. The special ammo is armor piercing, tagging, and explosive. And I think that is it for the specifics now. I think I am going to go in and actually show you the magazine, or let me see, the special ammo. There's the caliber and size of the mag. And to actually fire that, you would have your scope up and hit the triangle to change the special ammo. So I think I'm going to either leave it here, or I could possibly tag on some more of the 50 cal. But I wanted to get the ones with the suppressor. In my current go around, I just have the AK-47. Don't bother getting any of these because there's plenty of MKA-12s and the shotgun M4s there going around. So I don't waste my money on the secondary weapons. The sidearms I kind of want to get to. I don't have... Let me do a quick run through just off the top of my brain. I'm kind of keeping with the IMP 443, the original one I started out with, although this has a little bit more damage. So I do use this one. And I eventually ended up with the Rottweil M23, and I've kind of stuck with that. Everything else doesn't have, well, this has the damage, but no silencer. The Falcon does not have a silencer. And then I'm not sure about the Gadsden 21 has a silencer, but the damage really kind of cuts off. You really empty a clip really fast. And if I'm looking for a headshot, I want stability and I want a precise headshot. So that one I never did. I used a little bit, but it just was so unstable. I really didn't use this one because the fire rate wasn't that good, and I don't know if it has a silencer or not. I had, I think, the Rottweil M23, and it seemed to be just as good. I didn't even bother with the Gus M9. So that's my top picks are the Rottweil M23. Stop at that one. I don't know if you could really get anything with a silencer. There's drawbacks to some of these. If someone has some more information about the Gus M9, that's fine. Don't get the Falcon at all, no suppressor, I just said that. So that's a quick run through about the sidearms. You really don't need the Dragonfly. The binoculars really do the job. There might be one place where you might use the MUAV Dragonfly, but a lot of times it won't work. You have to disable the jamming system. Sometimes you can't even jam it. It just won't let you use it. I think I use the automatic turret a little bit more, or actually a lot more than the Dragonfly. But, and there's some in the upper levels you'll need that just to handle how many guys, how many enemies there are. You'll need that definitely. And of course, for the first contract, I have the gas mine, the decoy trap, and what else did I have? I think it was like not the Bouncing Betty, but the adrenaline. I did have that. I wanted to try that. But for the first contract, you'll need the gas mine and decoy trap, and then to get some star tokens. But other than that, I think I've kind of gone through everything I was going to go through. There's a lot of warning devices. You'll probably need that on number 2 or 3 contract. I didn't use the anti-tank mine because I wanted to be stealthy. Oh, C4 you'll need for the second contract. Make sure you have that in your second contract. And you can see all these videos I've done. I'll have a link up at the top if you want a little bit more about the first contract or that kind of thing. But pay attention to like what all these need, like the star token is needed on some of these ones down here. Used on the adrenaline and the gas mine for the first contract. So your original focus should be getting the star tokens because all the rest of the tokens will come. But after the first contract, you'll get like hopefully 5, and that'll be plenty. But you want to keep up on your tokens as much as you can. Do the hard challenges first and work from there. Because you can always go, if you're not having luck on your star, getting those challenges, you can keep trying. But if you give up, then just start blowing them away, with your sniper rifle and getting your skull tokens. And up top, I think it's a padlock token. Because I think to buy some of these, okay, you can't see because I already have bought them. It'd be nice if it told you what the cost was on the side. But the ones I haven't gotten, okay, the Madison, you need 12 skulls. So a lot of the 50 cal stuff, you'll need up to 9 or 11 skulls. And when I did for the first contract, I only got like 9 or 5, something like that, because I was trying to be all stealthy, doing the challenges and getting the star. And I'm glad I did it that way. But it will limit you to what you can get as far as sniper rifles, depending on what route you go. But I thought it was important to get the star because of the gadgets, and that's anti-tank. But I found out that the gas grenades don't really work as good on the first one. So I went ahead and used a star token for a gas mine trap, and that was a godsend, because with the decoy trap you could just lure them right into the trap instead of making them wherever they walk, just waiting for them to walk into it, or use your throwing stone. Sometimes that doesn't work. You need to really lure them in. So that's my opinion on probably their first contract. Then once you finish it, of course, these are the weapons. And I think I settled, first time I settled on the SOO-KSV 2020, and then finally ended up at the end of all the contracts with the Strum-Precision. I wanted to be real stealthy, and I didn't get any of the 50 cals, but along the way, if you go back and kill some of your enemies, rivals, they'll have some 50 cals you can play with and actually use on one level. So you'll get to use them, but I find that the Reese ESR's 2020 is probably about my favorite, even though it doesn't have much of a round capability. Okay, as promised, the complete list of worst to best sniper rifles or primary weapon for the Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts. First note, all special ammo mags need the padlock token, and don't buy the tripods because they will not fold. If you have them on your sniper rifle, you won't be able to use any of it. It just will screw up your shot. You won't see most of it, and it was complete worthless. That's one thing they need to change. The list is mostly based on damage, as you can see. First, the first column of numbers on the right, damage, then ammo capacity, firing rate, etc. So I'm going to talk about my three favorite, and you'd think the 50 cal are rated as favorites, but they don't have a suppressor, so my picks are really 4, 3, and 2. And they're the Source T50, the Reese ES 2020, Strum-Precision. Those three. For one thing, the price, the caliber, the amount of damage they can kill with one shot without using the armor piercing the heavy enemy. So that's one reason why I picked those three. And the special ammo, they do have armor piercing, but you don't need it to kill the heavily armored personnel. And also, because each one of these has a different, or at least one section where it's different, like the Source T50 has the every one of them has the AP and the exploding bullet, but the Source T50 has the luring, the Reese has the EMP, and the Strum-Precision has the tagging. So that's kind of and they're all kind of the same damage. Strum dishes it out just a little bit more, and the ammo capacity is a lot more. But that's, they all have about 8 to so rounds in the mag. So the scopes are probably better on the Saurus and the Reese, but I think the first one, or maybe the second one, I would get of that range, or probably the first one, would be the Reese, because it only costs 58,000 and 3 skulls tokens. The Saurus costs a little bit more, and the Strum definitely more. So I'm really jazzed about the Reese ES 2020. That would be my first one of my top 3 picks. So hopefully you can use the list and pick out the ones you like. I'm sure that when I first start, I'll get probably the Blower R93, probably 35,000. The no skulls needed, 30 Win Mag or .300 Win Mag, pretty okay scope, exploding, luring, and tagging. And I didn't add the cost of the special magazine. It'll probably be between 15 and 30,000, but I didn't include that in my list. Just some of the specifications, and then the percent of damage and noise reduction and so on. I didn't really and don't plan to ever use the 50 cal. There is one, as I explained in the video, there is ones that are lying around that you can use in the game. So I hope this has helped. If you like this list, if you have a better list, put your picks down in the comments. Keep coming back to this channel for more great videos. And if you like this list, because I think I took a lot of time to compile this list, I had to really look and really had to do a couple backups and that kind of thing to get this list going. So make a link to this area if ever you want to go back and choose different weapons, and it's really good breakdown of what the Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts weapons can do, what they cost, and I think it's a real great resource. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up, and hope this has helped. Have a good one.